Hello there everyone, welcome back to Arts Authority. Today we will discuss about the topic Will an ant survive without a colony? In this video we will discuss about this topic in detail, so let's start the video. Ants are known for their social behavior and they interact with each other to perform nest activities as multiple ants follow each other to reach a food source. They like to live together in a colony. An ant cannot survive without a colony due to nutrition deficiency, environmental stress, poor digestion, and loss of directional movement. In addition, the ant cannot survive alone because it cannot heal wounds, loses its purpose in life, and faces rejection from other colonies. An ant cannot start a colony alone, mainly if it is a sterile worker that can only collect food and feed the larvae. However, the female queen can produce eggs, but they have to mate with the male members of the nest, which is only possible when they recognize a mating signal. Many social insects cannot tolerate loneliness as they prefer to live in the form of groups and work together to ensure their survival. Similarly, ants cannot live in isolation as these are social insects and are connected to other members in a colony to perform various tasks. According to a research on ant behavior, it is estimated that the lifespan of an ant reduces to almost one-tenth when it lives alone compared to those living in small groups. Moreover, it is difficult for them to survive for long without any support from their nest mates. They can even die in the abundance of food and water when you keep them alone. You can find a variation in their behaviors as they become hyperactive due to the stress of being alone. It happens due to a loss of function as they have nothing to do and keep roaming around the territory. Furthermore, a few lucky insects can get a chance to become a part of another colony and continue their work. Still, it rarely occurs when the smaller colonies need more workers for stability. The lonely ant has no purpose in life and wanders around the territory to get acceptance, but they have to die ultimately due to the stress of food, environment, and loss of movement. A queen depends on the workers for nutrition and suffers a lot when separated from a colony until it produces eggs and waits for them to mature. However, the workers need to survive for a long time, ideally as they are efficient foragers and collect food. But they have poor digestion issues. They have to feed larvae and queens through regurgitation and their stomachs can get upset when they cannot regurgitate properly. Such digestion problems can lead to its death after some time of leaving the nest because the stored food is not being transferred to the fellows. They also have to suffer from changes in climatic conditions as their body temperature changes with the external temperature. Moreover, they risk freezing in the cold nights of winter as they cannot benefit from the warmth of the nest when multiple insects live close to each other. In the same way, a hot environment and heavy rains can make them die as they cannot resist such climatic changes alone. So they can die due to a lack of protection after losing shelter, which can pose severe environmental stress on these tiny creatures. Ants can defend and fight with predators that are equal in size, but it is challenging for a single ant to fight with larger predators, so they have to attack in the form of a swarm. However, an ant alone cannot defend appropriately without the support of nest mates and can lose the fight. Furthermore, it is easier for larger insects to attack an alone ant as it seems an easy target. This way, they can have a reduced lifespan compared to those living inside colonies and are protected by the larger workers or soldiers whenever they go out to forage. The ants can help an injured fellow in the healing process and take it back to the nest. Moreover, they begin to lick their wound using saliva from their mouth. This saliva has antibacterial properties that can protect them against infections as microbes get attracted to wounds. In addition, they are not allowing microbes to get access to their wounds and keep their wounds clean. So they can manage to win a fight with a predator, but they cannot heal their wounds without fellows and dies. The solitary ants cannot detect the signal and are unable to become a part of the long trail formed after the release and detection of pheromones. They cannot see clearly and depend on chemical signals to remain in contact with the foraging trail. They can only recognize a particular smell produced by their colony members. So they begin to move randomly without having any proper direction and keep walking until it finds a nest. Therefore, this non-directional movement can make them feel exhausted and they can die due to excessive exhaustion when they keep walking for a long time. A single ant cannot survive for a long time and die within a few days when it gets no support from its fellows to protect it from predators. Moreover, isolation can be deadly for them as they can only survive for 5 to 7 days. But those living with larvae or 4 to 8 adult members can live for almost 23 to 29 days. In contrast, the ants living in groups or colonies can have a longer lifespan and survive for around 60 to 65 days, as they have a nest to live in and food to eat and digest properly. They have a purpose in life and cannot remain inactive, as their nature is to work and protect their nest. So they cannot live without a colony because they have nothing to do to remain active. Thanks for watching the video.